Folks, it's decision day. Today we find out, does Dante Moore, the quarterback out of Oregon, return to school or enter the 2026 NFL draft and likely become the second overall pick by the New York Jets? Oh, baby, we've got a lot to talk about. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh-darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. And today is a massive day for the New York Jets and specifically for Oregon quarterback Dante Moore. And I'm going to be honest with you people because honesty is key. I had a lot of different topics we could do today about things with the coaching staff or with where the Jets roster was ranked and all this other stuff. We had all these free agent conversations about free agents the Jets should chase, this, that, or the other. But we're going to have to put all those conversations aside because, and I don't want to be hyperbolic here, but this could change the entire course of the New York Jets franchise. Today's decision with Dante Moore. Because it is only good news if Dante Moore enters this draft. Because that number 2 overall pick becomes more valuable. Either the Jets themselves will take Dante Moore and we hopefully finally get our franchise quarterback, or we determine he's not the guy, but someone else determines he's the guy, and they want to trade up to 2 so they can take him, and we get a treasure chest of draft choices added to the already big treasure chest of draft choices that we have. So this is absolutely massive. So people, you can vote on the YouTube poll. We put it up immediately at the beginning of the show. What is your gut? Today's decision day. We will find out today. Shoot, we could find out in the middle of the show, for God's sakes. I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. But we will find out today, good or bad. Today it's coming. From what I've been told, there's no, time deadline. Again, I've asked Antoine Staley of the New York Daily News. He just says it's EOD, which is end of day. So I don't know what Dante Moore waiting for. Maybe he's going to announce it right in the morning. That'd be great. We can react live on the show. Maybe it's going to come at noon. I'm unclear, but it is coming today. That is what we do know. Before we get any further, I see some membership action being gifted in the chat. Let's go. It's Mother Effing Chew, baby. That is your 5th raffle ticket of the month, MFC. We'll get more into all the raffle ticket prizes later, but that membership went to Adam Alexander Horvath. Welcome to the Boy Green Coffee Club, my friend, and we'll explain more about the new Boy Green Espresso Club, just created yesterday. We'll talk about that as well. There's plenty to get to on today's show. Plenty to get to. We'll be going through it here. Again, first off, what's my gut? What do I think? Not what I want, what do I think? And I think what I want and what I think are the same. I believe today Dante Moore enters the octagon. He enters the 2026 NFL draft and likely becomes the second overall pick by the New York Jets. Now, that's not official, of course. It's the middle of January, so he could decide, so he's going to decide. I think he's going to decide to enter the draft. That's my opinion. That's what my prediction is. That's what I want to happen, of course, but it's also what I think is going to happen. I don't think he's going to be able to deny $50 million guaranteed for the number 2 overall pick because I think Dante Moore is a lock to go number 2 overall, whether it's to the Jets or another team, because it's going to be so emotional talking about this, that the Jets would be silly if they evaluate Dante Moore and they're like, nope, this guy ain't it. And then they just take a linebacker or something. That would be crazy. And wasteful, quite frankly, because someone else is going to want Dante Moore if the Jets don't. So I think Dante Moore, no matter what, is the number 2 overall pick. But what jersey is he holding on stage? Is it the Jets? Is it the Cardinals? Is it the Browns, perhaps? That I don't know. But I think it's a guarantee. If he enters the draft, he's a number 2 overall pick, which means $50 million guaranteed, no matter what, in the bank account at some point. So that's what my gut says. But boy, we're going to find out today. And again, it's just so seismic for the Jets because if they trade it, it could be a king's ransom. If they keep it, he could be the franchise quarterback that we've been desperately searching for. And I know a lot of people, based on the most recent game against Indiana, where, let's just be blunt, Dante Moore did not look good. He fumbled all over the place through pick 6 and was slammed around. The accuracy wasn't there. There was all kinds of issues. But one game does not make a man. One game is not what we should judge a quarterback off of. Some people, that may have been their only game they ever watched of Dante Moore. And there's these overarching takes of, oh, terrible, can't possibly be the number 2 overall pick. Again, it's not just one game, folks. It's not just one game. It's not. So, yes, I think what the game showed me, the Indiana game the previous week, I think what it showed me is not that I don't think the Jets should take Dante Moore. No, not at all, as a matter of fact. What it showed me is, damn, the Jets better have a good plan to develop said man and make sure he doesn't get on the field before he's ready. And I want to go to this comment, One Punch Brigger, our boy Dave Brigger in the comment section. Shout out, Dave. We'll open up the phone lines here very shortly. I'm curious to hear from the fans. Where are you leaning? Do you think he's going in? Do you think he's not? But Dave Brigger says, another day and Charles London is still the Jets quarterback coach. Not a good sign for us. Yeah, because every day, I'll just tell you my process here. Every day, maybe multiple times a day, I Google New York Jets coaching staff. Click. And sometimes this is how the news has come out in the past, where you go to a team's website, the Ravens, the Cardinals, the whatever, and then you go to the website and you check the coaching staff. And because I remember most of the names of the coaching staff, I would notice if someone was missing. And that's normally what these teams do, is they remove said person from the website, which would indicate that person was fired or moved on from or some form or fashion. And I looked this morning, Dave, Charles London is there. Eric Washington, the defensive line coach, is there. Charles London is a quarterback's coach. So we have Charles London, our quarterback's coach. He's in danger. Eric Washington, our defensive line coach, is in danger. Aaron Curry, our linebackers coach, is in danger. And from all the reporting of Zach Rosenblatt and Connor Hughes and Rich Cimini. But yet, we've gone a week since the press conference, and the coaching meetings were at the end of the week, according to Darren Muji. So what's the holdup here? Are they, maybe, again, because we've had some people say maybe I'm being impatient here, and maybe we all are, but maybe it's not just going to be a trickle effect of up, Charles is gone, up, this guy's gone. It's just going to be a one swipe slate that just Charles gone, this guy's gone, and then boom, here are some new guys that we're interviewing. Maybe we're going to hear more rumors about that process, although there hasn't been a lot of leaks from that perspective. But yeah, it is weird that it just hasn't happened yet because, with all due respect, Charles London just seems not qualified for the job based on his experience and his track record. Yeah, he just doesn't seem capable of doing the job, or at least capable of inspiring others that he's capable of doing the job. I guess that may be another way to put it. Shout out to MFC, says it's a balmy 32 today. Very nice. I have not gone outside yet, so I'm not sure what it is here. MFC says, if Dante stays in college, just take Ty Simpson out of Alabama. Wow. Our tank for Ty guy in the chat. I don't know if he's in here this morning. He would love that. That would be crazy, based on everything we're hearing right now. But they could take him at some point. Jesse Owen says, culture-changing moves are overpaying for Harbaugh and Tomlin to become offensive and defensive coordinators. That'll bring Linderbaum and Pickens to the Jets. I don't know if Tomlin and Pickens had a good relationship, actually, so I don't know if that would help. And we don't even know if Harbaugh and Linderbaum had a good relationship. There's several players that had rifts with Harbaugh, so I'm not sure. Answer some of your questions and comments here on the chat. Jared B., our moderator, says hopefully the Jets pass on him. Apparently does not want Dante Moore. Have Mo says Dante Moore wants another green uniform. It could be a green thing. Could be a color palette that he's interested in. Of you 6203, if the Jets go with Moore, they need to pry Jameis Winston away from the Giants. I would love Jameis Winston. He's just a baller. He has a lot of fun playing out there. He's going to give our offensive guys a lot of chances. I don't think I would stop there. So if the Jets drafted Dante Moore, and again, the drafting of Dante Moore would be the last part of this equation, obviously, because the draft is in late April and free agency is 2 months away. So we'd have free agency, trades, and that sort of stuff first. So I would acquire Jameis Winston totally for a view. I would do that. But I'd add one more quarterback to the mix. I'd want insulation between Dante Moore and the light of day. And Jameis would be a great one, though. I love Jameis. That would be a trade situation, as you mentioned. Let's keep rolling here. Let's go to NC Green. He says, my gut tells me back to school. Hope I'm wrong. Yeah, because again, no matter, and I want to reiterate this because I said this at the beginning of the show, no matter what you feel like in the audience about Dante Moore, you love him, you hate him, you want him entering the draft, selfishly, because that's better for business. The more quarterbacks that enter, the more there's an evaluation for the Jets, number one. Number two, the pick becomes more valuable. Someone's going to want Dante Moore. He's a super talented kid. Someone's going to want him. I hope he's good enough that we're like, wow, this guy's great. I hope we take him because I want to solve the quarterback position. I'm so sick and tired of not having a quarterback. So even if he doesn't play right away, which I'm totally cool with and quite frankly would advocate for, I want a quarterback, and so do all of us. So that'd be great. So he go back to school, but I appreciate the honesty. Nage Boko, yeah. Here come the Ty Simpson takes immediately. If Dante Moore's gone, we're like, all right, who's next? Go Trinidad if his whole college process, or Ty Simpson. We'll be having some different conversations very quickly, I imagine. Jetastic says, I'm drafting Moore, no questions asked. And I although I want to hear from the Simpson truthers. So yeah, Tank for Ty or anyone else who is in the Ty Simpson Ball Club, I'd love to hear more from you. And quite frankly, we will. As we go through this offseason process, I want to have conversations. I want to bring on an Alabama person. Give me the skinny on Ty Simpson. Give me the strengths. Give me the weaknesses. Walk us through this quarterback process. I want to have an Oregon person on shortly after Dante Moore makes his decision if it is pro-draft. If it's not, then there's no reason to talk to him right now. But if he is entering the draft, I want to talk to an Oregon person. Give me the juicy deets, baby. What's going on here? What do you like about Dante? What do you hate? How do you project him? Yeah, I want all the information possible, and hopefully you fans in the audience do as well, because that's what I'm curious about. The more, the better. We should put that on a T-shirt. I like that, Havmo. The more, the better. Wink. Well, Dante Moore action. I love that. Let's go to Donald Johnson. He says, my gut also tells me he's going to enter the 2026 draft, and he'll end up being the second pick of the draft for the Jets. I believe if he enters, he'll be the second overall pick no matter what, and very possible that he's a Jet. Nagi Boko. I honestly think Moore's going to stay in school. See, we're going back and forth. I think he's going. I think he's staying. I think he's going. I think he's staying. I love it. Again, we're here for you. We are a community. We are here for you, whether this is good or not. Of says Charles London would move to running back coach. If he moved to running back coach, I would laugh. That would be hilarious. That just kidding, I'm a running backs coach. And we're like, then what the hell did you just do last year? Yeah, but, I don't advocate for people to get fired normally. I mean, they've got families and everything else, but we just need an infrastructure for a young quarterback from a coaching staff perspective, and I don't believe I have the confidence in that group right now. We have Kevin Callahan. He's going to declare at 10:35 a.m. You heard it here first. Wow, that is wildly specific, but all right. Sounds good, Kevin. Thank you for that nugget. I'll remember that later if and when that happens. No Chill Senpai. If the Jets do select Moore, they need to sign Mariota and let Moore learn behind him. Yeah, if you want to do a Mariota Jameis Winston, that would be hilarious since those were the first two picks of the 2015 NFL draft. What a weird reunion that would be. Hey, crab legs and Mariota. together in the same quarterback room. Wow. That would be something. All right. Nagi Boko. Any interest whatsoever in Russell Wilson? Mr. Unlimited. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I've talked about a lot of veteran options this offseason, and that is not a name that I've considered for one iota. But I have to take my own advice, Nanga. And I said that we shouldn't dismiss any option, just dismiss. By all accounts, Russell Wilson is a model teammate. He's a little quirky from everything we hear. But, you know, what I want from the veteran core. So, again, my plan, I've mentioned it several times. We'll mention it several times throughout this process. If I'm the Jets, I'm drafting Dante Moore if he enters the class, which we're going to find out today. Today is decision day. And then I'm insulating the position with veteran quarterbacks that I believe can win now. Because as a Jets fan, and I'm sure I speak for all you guys out there in the audience, we want to win right now. But you could do two things at once. You don't just have to draft the quarterback and up. We got to suck again. That doesn't have to happen. You could draft Dante Moore, cryogenically freeze his ass, and then get veterans that you believe can help you win games right now and go, 7-10, 8-9, 9-8, hopefully, and try to make a run for that final wild card spot as you're developing your young quarterback behind the scenes. Because I think about this often. So the Chiefs, Andy Reid gets fired by the Eagles, and he ends up a Chief. And then one of his first moves he makes is trading for Alex Smith from the 49ers. They traded a second round to get Alex Smith. And then they ended up drafting Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes for 16 games back in those days. That for 15 of the 16 games he rode the bench. And in week 17, where the game didn't matter, Patrick Mahomes played out there. And the Chiefs, with Alex Smith, were able to win games with Alex Smith while Patrick Mahomes was just learning behind the scenes. And that's what I want. I want to win games now, and I want to develop behind the scenes. So if Russell Wilson can help us win games, God bless. I'm not going to just outright dismiss any option. And that was my own advice to you guys in the audience. I have to take my own advice. I don't know how high he is on my list, but he's on the list. You have to consider it. Yes. So, Mr. Unlimited. MFC says, Winston's a team guy and a competitor. At least he'd be fun to watch. And hey, that's a good way to put it, right? If you're losing games, at least you're losing 35-30. Like, Jameis is going to, he's going to throw pick sixes. He's going to throw touchdowns. He's just a gunslinger in every sense of the word. So that's certainly possible. Definitely a possibility for the Jets. MFC says Cousins' contract is enormous. So there was for those who don't know, there was an alteration to Kirk Cousins' contract, and he is basically going to become a free agent right at the start of the new league year. There's a big deadline date coming up. It seems unlikely he gets traded. I think he just gets straight up cut. So I think Kirk Cousins will be a outright free agent. Now, here's the thing. Here's who the Jets will be competing against if you are a Kirk Cousins guy, and he's put up video game numbers. He's done a very nice job in his career. Kirk Cousins is likely going to be invited back to Minnesota. The Vikings were non-committal when they said, hey, is J.J. McCarthy your guy for next year? And they said, there's going to be a competition. So maybe Kirk Cousins would love nothing more than to go back to Minnesota where he's got family and everything else, steal the job away from J.J. and just end his career throwing a bunch of touchdown passes to Justin Jefferson. That'd be a hard thing to compete with. So that's my only concern, is that whether or not the Jets would actually have an opportunity at Kirk. But if he's a straight-up free agent, obviously he'll have a chance. But if we're competing against Minnesota, which is very possible, they're adding competition in, we may lose that one out. Troy Sturgis here. BG, now that we have Zappy, I can't believe we have Bailey Zappy now. That's crazy. How does that affect us maybe getting Mac Jones after Zappy took his job? He sure probably wouldn't want to be here. Nah, I mean, with all due respect to Zappy, I think he has nothing. If the Jets wanted Mac Jones, and one of Mac Jones' requests was, hey, get that Zappy kid the hell out of here. By the way, I think he's more mature than that. But if somehow, it's not Zappy's fault that he took Mac's job. There was a coaching decision. So hopefully Mac doesn't hold that against him. But no, I believe if the Jets wanted Mac Jones, that was the veteran quarterback they identified, that's the guy we want. And his one request was, hey, get rid of your practice squad quarterback. They'd be like, All right. Sappy pushed out. But I don't think I don't think that it's going to come down to that, actually. So okay. Hey, we got 5 memberships being gifted from Devin, aka DNY for life, baby. Now 5 raffle tickets.
Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Yes, 5 more raffle tickets for DNY for life. By the way, that is 11 raffle tickets this month to our contest. Beautiful. Appreciate that. We'll read those 5 new members here in just a second. Let's go. And we've got an announcement and talk more about our raffle prizes. First off, those 5 memberships went to Jet Fan Kev, Snap Judgments Randy, Joe M 9985. Let's see, John Hargarden or Hargaden, Marlo Correa. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Which again, for DIY for life, that is 11 raffle tickets so far this month. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, look, Trackhawks ATL, baby, hitting that button to join the Boy Green Coffee Club. You love to see it. There you go, Trackhawks ATL. Welcome back to the show, baby. Don't wait for a membership to be gifted to you. You hit the high heaven, say, I'm going to take care of this. You have 3 raffle tickets now to our contest, Trackhawks, so thank you very much. I want to give a quick plug in case you missed it yesterday, folks, and thank you, Trackhawks ATL. Thank you, DNY for life. Appreciate all the love. We have a new YouTube membership group here on the channel. Forever, we've done the Boy Green Coffee Club, which is $2.99 a month. That's what we've done forever, and I'm not changing that. You guys want to keep being Boy Green Coffee Club members? Trackhawks ATL just joined it. That's terrific, and you guys can continue to do that. However, we have added a new level here that's called the Boy Green Espresso Club. We had the name changed in the middle of the show yesterday from Terrence. And here's how it works. It's another level of the YouTube membership. So if you guys are Boy Green Coffee Club members, you can jump to the next level of the Boy Green Espresso Club. If you're no member and you want to jump right in, you can jump right over to the Espresso Club. Here is everything that you get with being a Boy Green Espresso Club member, which is $5.99. It's a double espresso shot here. Really, the goal of this is I want to do more members-only content. I want to do more for the fans. I want us to have an intimate experience. I want us to be talking about Jets, life, family, whatever. And once a month, we'll be doing a members-only live stream where it's a private club, essentially. Only members of the Boy Green Espresso Club will be able to join that live stream, and we'll be able to talk. We can grab a drink, all virtual, wherever we are, all out in the universe, and just have a good time. Talk about career advice if people want to get into podcasting. Talk about my radio career. We could talk about you guys. We could talk about NFL, Jets, anything and everything on your mind is available. Also, you get 5 bonus raffle tickets to our contest automatically. Normally, raffle tickets are $3 a piece. So you get a deal. You're getting bonus free raffle tickets when you enter. And there's just a ton more members-only content. So hopefully more of you guys jump on the train if that's something that revs your engine. We had a bunch of people join yesterday, which is awesome. So, yeah, we have members-only shorts, members-only live streams, and, of course, connect on social media. Follow you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and everything else. So, sure, relationship advice from JACK. That could be on the table. I mean, anything, really. So, hopefully, again, really where it hit me was we had our tailgate last year, and it was just such a cool experience to meet everyone in person. But not everyone is going to get that chance. It's expensive. I get it. NFL ticket, flying out if you guys live in a faraway place. So I wanted to find a cheaper alternative where we could all come together and, just chat and hang out and stuff. So we do have that, which is pretty cool. So again, for anybody else out there in the universe, you guys can join the Boy Green Espresso Club. You can upgrade your membership if you're a Boy Green Coffee Club member in the top right-hand corner. Feel free to do that. Or if you're not a member at all and you want to dive in, feel free to do so. Hit that money sign on YouTube, and you can join in. It's also the pinned comment right now on youtube.com/boygreen25, although we're about to open it up to the fans. So that's another way to do it. So, folks, you want to jump in? Dive into the deep end of the pool, baby. Speaking of the deep end of the pool, our number one Austrian Jet fan just gifted 10 Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Let's go. Shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. That is pretty friggin' cool. And by the way, every time we give 5 memberships or more, well, we got to get a little some of this action happening here on the program, baby. Let's go.
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Free raffle tickets for our number one Austrian Jets fan, baby. That's what I'm freaking talking about. I will continue to update the banner. I see not everyone's memberships are updated. I have that all on the Excel sheet. Let's read the 10 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. We've got John Setterby. We have DRNY Jets 856. Let's see. We've got Matthew Sereno. We have STLRS for life. Bobby Cruz. We have our boy Marcus is in here. MH Jets fan 83. Welcome back. We have Dan Hill. We have NY Jets Super Jets fan. We have B-Boo 1121. We have Jets, New York Jets, Indy. Let's see. Who else do we got in here? Yeah, there you go. There are the 10 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. So keep making it rain, baby. And yes, let me show you guys one more thing here before we open up the phone lines. It's our raffle prizes for this month. And this prize pack for this month is pretty freaking cool, people. So jump on the gosh darn train. Every time you spend and if you're new to the channel, again, my name is Boy Green. We have 400 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video and hit subscribe here on YouTube as we try to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers. Feel free to join the growing army, baby. But if you are new here, we do raffles every single month on the channel. Every first of the month, we give away all these items. So you're about to see a bunch of them on your screen in a second for February 1st. So that means throughout the entire rest of the month of January, all you have to do is spend $3, $3 on the channel, and you get a ticket. You have a ticket, you have a chance. That's how simple it is. Here you go. Here are all the prizes for this month. We have a New York Jets mint flip coin. This is the real deal. It's from the National Football League. It comes with a certificate of authenticity. It's a piece of jewelry, essentially. And it's got the Jets logo on it. It's super cool. You have a brand new Jets polo. Brand new Jets rivalry hat from this year, the brand new rivalry hats this year. And we have the Boy Green Woody tailgate package, which again has t-shirt, koozies, bottle openers, all kinds of stuff from our tailgate. So if you missed our tailgate, you get the tailgate experience in a box. Plus, on top of all of these items, we'll also give you 2 of the new items from our brand new Boy Green merch shop, which is down in the YouTube description down below. Or if you're on my YouTube channel, it's in the About links. So if you're watching the Boy Green main page, you click it. There's a direct link to the merch shop. We have brand new coffee mugs and brand new t-shirts. We'll be giving a mug and a t-shirt in that prize pack as well. So all together, we're talking about a polo, hat, shirt, another shirt, mug, coin, all that. And to get all that, all you have to do is spend $3. That's your chance. Obviously, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are. So good luck. May the odds ever be in your favor. The lips are a little dry, so sorry on the Hunger Games whistle was a little lacking there, but neither here nor there. We'll open up the phone lines here in just a minute, but thank you to Austrian Jet fan, baby, who says, hit that like button. Free way to contribute. Yes, please do. Yes, please do here on the program. Again, continue to vote on the poll, which, by the way, let's see what the poll's at right now. All right. Today's decision day. What does your gut say happens with Oregon quarterback Dante Moore? He declares for the draft or he goes back to school. Right now, 67% of the fans say he declares for the draft. And that's where I'm leaning. That's where I believe. That's what I want to happen, of course, because that's better for the Jets. But also what I predict. I think $50 million. He's going to have some people around him saying, hey, man, go get that bag. Because if you go back to school, you could get hurt. You may not develop. Anything can happen. Look at all the bodies of people around you where they decide to go back to school and they either didn't develop. They started showing flaws in their game that people weren't aware of. They're like, whoa, what's this? So sometimes you play more and you refine your game and you develop. Sometimes that works. Sure. Peyton Manning went back to school. That worked out. But there's a lot of stories of people that went back to school and it didn't work out. Do you want to be that guy? So Hennessy Heisman here. I kind of want us to trade back even if more comes out. I don't know if I'm sold. I think it would be much more difficult to trade out if Moore's not in this class. If you want to trade out, I think you want Moore in this class because that's going to increase the value of the pick. Plain and simple. Tank for Ty is in here, so this is a big day for Tank for Ty too. Here in the chat. All right, let's do this, folks. We'll play a quick Hep timeout. After this timeout, we will welcome your phone calls. You can share how you feeling. Do you think that Dante's going to enter? Do you think he's not? Other things on your mind. We're here on a January 14th episode of Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, baby. We'll be back after this.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
That's the spirit, baby. Let's friggin' go. We have nearly 500 people in the room, baby. No matter where you watch the show, we appreciate it. Whether it's live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live on Twitter. You rewatch the YouTube show. You're like, Paul, I'm not getting up for you, you bastard. I want to sleep in. Screw you. All right, that works too. You can watch it whenever the hell you want, I suppose. Or the audio-only listeners where you're not forced to look at my face on a day-to-day basis. That I respect. Yes. So feel free to do it however you'd like. We appreciate it here on the program. But if you are on the YouTube, and by the way, over 100 of you are here on the YouTube, make sure you guys like that gosh darn video. That is the free way to contribute to the program. As my father says, take that like button to Pound Town. Again, 41 likes, over 100 people in the room. Folks, make sure we flip those numbers. I'd much appreciate it. Here on the show, we're going to go straight to the phone lines. There's a pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. If you want to call into the show and share your thoughts on a variety of subject matter, now is the time. With that being said, let's kick it off with Chef Kevin Gilbert, live from the Cloverleaf Tavern, baby.
BG, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, I am doing swell, pal. And oh, wow, love is in the air. Is that for Dante Moore? Who is that for back there? Okay. Nice.
Can't be Mendoza, man. We ain't got that number one pick.
Yeah, probably not.
It would have been sweet, man. I told you, and and everybody from the beginning, like, I'm not sold that he's this generational cat, Fernando,
Right.
But he will be serviceable out of the draft. Like, he's the only one where I'm like, okay, he could basically be like a plug and play. Maybe I'll give the chances that we do draft him, let him sit 3-4 games or so, and then kind of roll him in. But I just want to salute to number one Austrian Jet fan, man. Keep doing your thing, Johnny boy. It's good to see you keep it on going. That Jets Worldwide this past Friday, BGU, and everybody did a great job. Definitely created a nice safe space for those cats. And then Indy Jets, my brother, man. We in this with you, man. You're not alone, man. Keep fighting that fight. For that Fernando, man, it's what it is, man. I'm not like wrapped up on it. At this point, I do feel like we do need to get a quarterback. If Moore does declare, I'm in for it. I'm in for drafting him. The chances of him really making an impact this season, currently just with this running back converted quarterback coach, I don't think he's going to be much of any help to help groom. Homeboy's definitely going to be the next coach to get axed from this regime. I don't really see his job security really being there. So for that, I don't have much faith in Moore really getting a lot of development this season. It depends on who we get to kind of help his development, plus weapons. The line looks good, but you need a strong running game with what you've been, pounding the table about when it comes like what has Glenn done good. You keep, you talk about the line, you talk about the rushing, you talk about Brees's 1,000 yards, even though it wasn't really impressive to you. But we definitely need a good running back, right? And the line's not going to get the yards for us. You need somebody there. And I heard you the other day talking about how the stats don't really prove all season that the box was there. I mean, I don't know where you're pulling these stats from, but I'll believe that data just with my eyes, though. And I brought this up a couple times, like with that Patriots game, that last one that we played at home, which was embarrassing to be at.
Oh yes,
That touchdown that Brees ran. I don't know if you remember that play, BG.
the 59-yarder you're talking about,
My man, it was 10. It was 10 in the box. All right. You remember that play, dude. It was trips right, but it was a bunch tight formation. It was literally 10, and they had that lone free safety in the back. It was 10 in the box. And what did Brees do? He broke it, man. So I mean, I don't the stats are the stats. I can never dispute that. And you're a credible dude, when it comes to your reporting. So for that, I trust you. It's just from what I see, majority of the season, when I'm watching Brees run, it's a stacked box, man. And on top of that, the stuff's predictable. It's predictable. We're going to hand the ball off to him, knowing that, Garrett ain't there. These other receivers that we got that you guys were all high on, I was still like, you guys are telling me stats like, hey, with Adenine, like, oh yeah, he just didn't get an opportunity, right, or this and that. Yeah. Man, I was like, BS, man. Come on, stop it. Look at how many looks he was getting, the opportunities. It wasn't there, man. Yeah, he had a couple of open joints this season with us, but to like build on something, like you sold on him being number 2, number 3, like nah, man.
No.
So to really build, in my opinion, man, to really build this roster right, we need to acquire more picks. So if Dante Moore doesn't declare, I think just trade back, man. You're obviously going to need partners. That's the only way how it works.
Sure.
But I'm a fan of Carnell Tate, man. Like I really feel like a big body wide receiver. Paired alongside with Garrett, man. You can move him around. He does have hands. He's physical. When we are in run block formations, this is somebody that could, really take on a block or two. So for that, if we could acquire him and also get some picks too to help build out this roster, knowing that we literally have holes everywhere, man. The offensive line, you don't touch that. Other than that, BG, you tell me where the next need is quarterback. But, if we just assuming that we address that in free agency, what's the next position group that you feel like we need to really dive in deep and take care of that right away?
Okay, so your first couple are, go through them for me.
So, I mean, urgency, you gotta tackle the draft. I'm just saying, like, if Moore doesn't declare, you gotta go free agent and then trade back. I'm a U guy, man. So, I'm cool with getting Beck, man.
Carson Beck,
I was high on, I was high on Ward last year. I told all y'all last year when everyone was saying Shador number 1, I'm like, nah, man, watch Ward, man. I told you about his arm and all that. Even with that crap coaching that he had over there, watch this next season, man. Ward's gonna be a problem, man. He's definitely gonna be a problem. But I don't feel like Beck is that like first round dude. He could be somewhere in maybe the early second or so, mid second. Like it also depends how he plays, man. In this championship game,
of course, right? That's coming up on Monday. Yep.
If he tears it up, man, his stock's going up.
By the way, real quick, just on your Cam Ward love, like, you want to know someone who agrees with you? John Harbaugh in his final 3, and there may be other teams that enter the mix of who's going to be, where is he going to go? He has the Giants, the Falcons, and the Titans because he's so intrigued by Cam Ward. So obviously he thinks he's a legit dude. Again, the Jets, to your point, have a billion needs. And just to start naming them off the top of my head, I hope this isn't a need. This is a need we never talk about, but I hope it's not. Nick Folk, I hope he comes back. He's pondering retirement, so place kicker would be a need. You have safeties a need, corners a need, off-ball linebackers a need, defensive tackles a need, defensive end is a need. We go to the offensive line. I think they're going to bring back one of John Simpson or AVT, so I'll plug in at left guard. And you could improve center if you want. So we could talk about interior. I love our tackles, so that's fine. So we have interior offensive lineman, either center or guard. Wide receiver, obviously. Our boy, I don't know if I'm allowed to say our boy anymore. I think I got my Breece Hall card taken away, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say that anymore.
Come on, man. You don't show the love, man. Show him love.
I'm wildly inconsistent on Breece,
you talk about the rushing with AG, what he does well, and then it's like, oh well, Breece, he finally got 1,000. Yo, no other running back has since what, Ivory?
That's correct. Like, 2015.
Breece had no weapons with this crap offense.
That's true.
And the crap play calling, man. And he was still able to muster out 1,000. He could have got more, man. And
he should have had a lot more. Yeah, he could have had 12
I get what you're saying about the last game. All right, I'll bring that up. I get what you said. I think that's a fair point, but it's also too in his mind where it's like, yo, man, I got to get paid, man. Y'all seen what I did production.
Sure.
Y'all like production wise, like y'all saw what I was doing. So they all think like that, man. They all do. Yeah. There's not a lot of team dudes out there, man. They're really not. It's kind of like a me kind of situation. Let me look out for me and my family or whatever. Right. Yeah, I get the business, but there's not a lot of team dudes anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. Totally fair. And on the Breece criticisms, I have to put pockets of truth. And the truth is that, like, again, when you look at this Jets team, he was the straw that stirred the drink. Garrett missed 10 games this year. So Breece didn't even have his guy Garrett out there at wide receiver that threatened defenses to do something else. So he was the main focus every single time. And then when the quarterback play got to Brady Cook level, like, everyone's like, what else are they going to do? They're going to run the ball every damn play. And if they don't, if Brady Cook beats us, so be it. And he never did, of course. Spoiler alert. So if depending on what they do with Breece, they keep Breece. My gut says they keep Breece. That's what my gut says. We'll see if that's true. They tag him or do whatever they have to do to keep him. That's what I think happens, but we'll see what really happens. So that could be a need, obviously, at running back, wide receiver, quarterback is obvious. We've talked about that forever. So, I mean, I wasn't keeping track. Whoever the numbers guys behind the scenes going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, counting up all the needs we have. We have a million needs. So, right, trading back should be on the table for the Jets for sure.
Running back, dude. There's no running back in the draft that's at Breece's level, man. Plug in.
Don't say that for Lou B. He's not going to like that. He's a Jeremiah Love guy.
Hey, I know that. Y'all was talking about Genty too.
We did last year.
The Raiders had a crap offense as well. They had Bowers as like a safety net, but Genty, he was more impressive than Breece. Like
Genty last year, no, I don't think Genty.
But this is what I'm saying. People last year was talking about drafting Genty and kicking Breece to the curb.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Y'all was also talking about Braylon.
I did talk about.
We got Braylon. Yo, I remember all this stuff, man. I'm so consistent. Like when I'm wrong,
you've got too good of a memory. You've got too good of a memory, Chef.
Dude, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, watch football, man. See who we need. See the players that are doing good. Just don't watch a game or two and be like, oh my God, these guys are so great. Nah, man, dude, when we won those 2 games, the Browns and Cincy, y'all was like, look at our defense. I'm sitting there telling you, like, yo, what do you mean our defense? You see who we played against? Flacco and Dylan Gabriel? Y'all kidding me? But y'all wrapped it up like, yo, man, our defense is good. Yo, we got this, we got that. We did all this without Sauce and without Q. Like, yo, come on, man. You gotta, when you're looking at the whole picture, you gotta look at context. Context matters. The players who we're playing against, man. The team who we're playing against. Like, oh, come on, man. Michael Clemens is still playing, man. Yo. And y'all was really trying to sell me on Stevens. I kept saying Baltimore didn't want him.
It's a moment.
Exactly, moments, man. We don't need players that are just here for moments. We need you throughout the whole game, in the clutch and all that. And it was that Pittsburgh game where he got fucking cooked, man. Like God, man. Where's And that's why, I blame this on Glenn, man. I don't want to bring up Glenn or whatever, but the cornerback stuff, man. And you, to a point, are like, coaches coach, but the players play. Coaches got to be able to teach you how to get in position, man. Scheme up the right stuff, man. This the no interception stuff. You can't tell me coaches don't matter. What do we need? We need Aaron Glenn to coach. The people that are like, yo, man, wide receivers got to catch the ball. You don't need a wide receiver coach. That's the dumbest stuff, man. From Pee Wee football all the way to NFL, you need coaching. I coach wide receivers. I coach the secondary. If they don't listen to me, if I'm not honing in on their skills, they're going to be crap. They're not going to be good. With more practice, more repetition, and with them listening to the coach, they become better. It's insanity for people to be like, nah, it ain't coaching. What was Glenn supposed to do? What was he? Yo, are you kidding me, man? Let's say I make it an NFL and I'm a wide receiver. Now suddenly I'm a wide receiver coach and we don't catch any touchdowns. That's on the coach, man. Don't talk about all the players are dropping this and that. Yo, it's accountability. It's coaching. Why do you have coaches then? You tell me, why do we have coaches? If it ain't it ain't the coaches, the players, then there'll be no coaches in the league anymore. That doesn't make no sense. That's the dumbest stuff y'all be hearing in the comments. And when calls call him like, nah, it ain't the coaches, the players. Y'all don't know football if y'all talking like that, saying you don't need no coaches. Bottom line, that's why I can't. And then there's callers and people in the chats that be getting all angry and upset with these other cats. Like, yo, I just be like, yo, these fools don't know football. They don't know football. They never played it. They don't watch it, like really watch it. Like not just who gets the ball, just following the football. Watch everything. Watch the trenches. That's what I love, the trenches, man. Sure. I love the just the hitting, the moves, the rips up, the power. Like I love all that aggression. Getting angry, physical, talking smack. That's the stuff I like, man.
Yeah.
All this other like showing stuff or whatever, dancing, doing. When you have a 5-yard catch for first down and everybody celebrating first down, man, stop that silly stuff, man. Stop the silly stuff. Celebrate when we're scoring, when we're winning. That's what I like. I don't care about the dance on the sidelines. I care about the wins, man.
By the way, James Kennedy is saying, let Chef cook. People are really appreciating your unbridled passion that you always call into every show with here, Chef.
Hey, man, it's early in the morning. I didn't even finish my my coffee yet, man. We just getting started, man. We just getting started out here. But you tell me, man. If we get more, are you bought in? Like this is it? Like, because the facts are the facts.
Yeah.
Last year before the season started and we already had the schedule, you jumped out the window and said 12 wins.
Yeah.
Right?
I was a little off.
So with more, how much more wins are we gonna, get if we draft him? Obviously, it's pretty plain, right? But we gotta have more wins than last year, more than 3.
Yeah. I don't, we definitely don't want to go over the top too early, but with Dante Moore, I could totally see that going 17-0.
Yo, dude.
This is our year.
Yo, man.
This could happen. He's our guy. He's a franchise quarterback.
Yo, man. Stop with the silly stuff. The truth, and I'll give you the AG truth, man. You wanna be the leader of the truth? Yo, be that, man. Don't, man. Come on. You listen to your dad. You listen to Pops. What the hell is that stuff, man? You said 17-0.
How I see it, man.
Man, you better stop playing with me, man.
Let's see what happens. It's not off.
You said we're going 17-0 or more.
Well, hopefully he doesn't see the field. I hope he doesn't see the field. Yeah, we're live. We're live. Thank you to the 500 people in the room. But to me, in all seriousness, I hope he doesn't see the field this year. And to a lot of people, that's going to make them angry because a number 2 overall pick should see the field. That should be a superstar player. That should be someone who helps you immediately. And I get that. But what's more important than that to me is getting the quarterback position right. And I want to get it right. And if he needs time, which I think he does, but I don't know for sure. I'm just some random analyst in New York. I don't know. Maybe he's going to immediately step in and beat out whoever. Let's say we bring in Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota in camp and he beats him out. And Dante Moore's clearly better. Then we're like, holy shit, he's ready right now. Great. Phenomenal. But my gut tells me I would like him to marinate on the bench and get ready and let other quarterbacks play. And then hopefully at some point we turn the keys over to him and he's ready to roll from there and take off. We got our quarterback. That's what I hope. So I hope he enters the draft. I hope we get that news today. And I hope the Jets take him with the number 2 overall pick and let's solve this quarterback position that we've been struggling with for 70 years.
I'm with you. And to be frank, man, with how this, with right now, with all these premium head coaches that are available on the market, like for me, I feel like regardless of how season goes, I think AG's safe next year too, man. I think we already on to year 3 where that's like, okay, we really got to evaluate the year 2. You got your quarterback, you got some pieces, you got all this cap space. We'll let you rock again because of all this, all these premium head coaches available, and we're not even taking a look. So for me, just based off of that, AG safe next year, and now we're on to year 3, and that's where he might get the early the early axe if it's not really panning how it's supposed to pan. I'm not going to sit here in truth, but I am a fan. I do want him to do well. Just with everything that happened this year, just with walking back a ton of stuff, it's like it doesn't make me feel too good, especially when he put all this belief in the field and then he benched him. Stood up in the media for him and then benched him. That didn't make me feel good because if my boss is telling me, oh, I believe in you and saying this and that to everybody, let's say I start messing up everybody's food, hypothetical, and then everyone's like, yo, man, Chef gotta go. But my boss is like, no, he's safe. Next thing you know, he fires me. Like,
that'd be bad.
Yo, but the proof is there. Yo, the stuff is a mess. So he can't be like, all right, too bad, but you're telling me that I'm good. So as a man, I'm taking you for your word, man.
Of course.
You're talking to me behind the scenes. You're telling the media and fans like, I'm good, and then you bench me. And then how you think he's gonna feel? He's like, man, I ain't going back in. My knee's sore.
What a jerk.
This is our reality, dude. Like,
it is.
We talk about Brees at least did his thing, man.
That's true, at least. I feel better about that than Justin.
Dude, he had Brady Cook behind him. Brady Cook's not an NFL quarterback.
No, he's not.
AG's telling us, like, yeah, we got a plan for him.
Yeah.
What a plan?
To lose. That was the plan.
Dude, but like that?
Yeah, I mean, that was bad.
Like how he was losing?
Man, he really made sure we lost. It was not close. He's like, I don't want this to be like, let's lock this in.
Yo, my man. And people got to stop with that. Oh, well, Bill Parcells, what did he do in his first year? Man, that's the dumbest stuff, man. Those are the dumbest takes.
Jimmy Johnson,
bring that stuff up. He had experience, dude. What are you talking about? He had chips, he had championships. You're gonna categorize Tuna and AG as the same? Nah, how? Parcells has experience. He already won chips. What are you talking about? You heard Glenn. What? I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
No. I think people are talking about his before all the chips, way back when he got his first chance, he had a shitty record. But they
bring up him with the Jets.
Oh well, then that
yes.
That's hard to
Yo, he got experience. Like I trust when Tuna came and all that stuff. I have faith. I knew he was gonna change. It's different. It's the aura.
Sure.
It's a Tuna. There's nothing else to talk. There's nothing else to talk about. He says you do. Bottom line, that's it. You believe him. You trust him. With AG, what's there to trust? He fired Wilkes, and then the next guy up was worse than him. What do you think was going to happen? And he's just going to sit there and let what would the dude Harris drown? That's what he did. The play got worse, my man. It ain't get better. It ain't say the same. It got worse. That's coaching with the same players. What? All of a sudden, we got this truckload of other players. Yo, come on, man. Yo, stop, man. Y'all the same people that told me that Aaron Smith was going to be good. I told y'all that too. He's a fast Lazard.
Oh,
Y'all keep feeding everybody this stuff, man. I use my eyes, man. Arians,
well,
man,
well,
I gotta
hey,
stop you.
Chef.
It's too early for this, man.
Well. First off, I see that we have a half-mo request. He says, "Chef, please save me a seat upstairs at the Cloverleaf Tavern for
Yo,
our
Half Mo.
next Jets tailgate."
My
But
God.
when that does happen, if you
Hey,
want, we can.
Half Mo's my bodyguard too. Just a heads
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
man.
half-mo's good. Yeah,
He-
good. We'll see if he brings his
we
wife
almost
back.
mixed it up with some other Jet fans in that parking lot.
Oh yeah, I remember with the phones and
Yeah.
everything. So
Half Mo won't run, man. If Half Mo's
No.
with you, he got your back, man. Believe
he's
that.
got your back. So when that happens, when we're all together again for another tailgate, if you'd like, we could switch glasses, and maybe your glasses will give me a better vision to see these things that you're seeing. So maybe we could do a glasses trade at the deadline, and maybe I can see the light of what you're talking about here, Chef.
You tell me, man. Anybody getting on my takes right now? Because I've been right. I mean, you tell me where I've been wrong.
Well,
BG,
no,
you tell me where I'm wrong.
Well, there's been a lot of accuracy. I see Lou B's jumping in here. He's got a nice super chat here. Okay.
Wow.
My dude, Chef Kev, and God bless Indy, of course. Again, our continued thoughts and love are with Indy, our guy. We're going to continue to be here for you. All we hope for now is Mendoza gets caught in Miami with 2 escorts and Raiders pass on. Whatever the case. Hey, that's another thing, right? So I mentioned it's all good news if Dante Moore enters the draft. The other possibility is, I don't know how big this chance is, but what if the Raiders say, you know what? Dante Moore's our guy, and then we get Mendoza, who we thought we needed to get the number 1 overall pick to get him in the first place. So maybe that's how it happened. So Dante entry could be good news from that perspective.
Yo, the Raiders are the Raiders, yes.
Yeah,
they did get what the hell is his name? I forgot that guy's name. Fast dude. It was in that Macklin.
Oh,
Percy
Henry Ruggs?
Harvin. It was Darius Hayward Bay.
Oh, yes. They passed over Michael Crabtree in that draft. Yes.
Yo, Percy Harvin.
Oh,
boy. That
was a disaster.
Jeremy Macklin. Like, dude, they passed on quality wide receivers just because of a 40 time.
They did.
Right. So they've done some crazy stuff in the past. Passing on Mendoza will probably be the dumbest thing.
Let's hope.
How? How can you really wrap your head in being like, we don't want Mendoza. He just won the Heisman. He took out more. Like, he's doing all this stuff. He looks good. Yo, don't get me wrong. Like, that line, the offensive weapons, the system. Yeah, but not everybody's a plug and play quarterback at the level that he's doing it at, and the accuracy too that he's throwing this ball, man. Like, the one thing is like his scrambling ability. He doesn't have wheels, but he knows when to tuck it and run. And he's not that Jackson Dart dude where he's like putting his head down and trying to get like another yard or two. Like he'll take the out of bounds. He'll use his shoulder pads, to deflect some of the contact. Like, he plays smart. You want a smart quarterback. That's what this league is at, man. You're reading the coverages, you're reading blitzes, all that stuff, the formations, you're changing stuff up at the line. Like, you need somebody who's really smart that could dial it back and that people believe in. Like, I believe in Mendoza for that. Generational QB, I'm not at that level.
Sure.
But I do see the tangibles, and out of all the quarterbacks that so far are available, like, I mean, Raiders gotta be stupid, man. I can't like sit up at night, like, just praying like, oh, this is gonna, dude, it ain't gonna happen. Us getting Mendoza, yo, it ain't gonna happen.
Sam Darnold happened.
3-1. What we doing?
It happened. 2018. It happened. We thought Sam Darnold was going number 1 all offseason. Then boom,
that was crazy.
Baker Mayfield.
That was crazy.
So crazy shit happens,
that was crazy.
Man.
Agreed, man. That was why I was on the field for that. We was at the Jets Jet Life for that one on the field. When they picked Baker, I said, no way, we're getting Sam Darnold. Yeah, it didn't pan out the way we wanted, especially with his first pass in his career. Like,
pick six,
it's like, oh man, like, okay, like, this is the road we're gonna go down. But then when we had then when we landed number 2, tanking for Trevor, I'm like, yo, we missed out on Trevor. I'm like, yo, just trade back, man. Keep Sam. He needs coaching. needs coaching. That's it. He was taking all the balls from Gase, man. Gase was
Yeah.
throwing him under the bus in the media and in the press conferences, and Sam's just, he's taking all the balls. I'm like, that's a leader right there. That's a leader. But then I'm like, okay, we're getting rid of him. I thought the trade that we got was good, but
We
I'm
did
like, this new
2-4-6, yeah.
yeah, I'm like, this new regime. I'm like, okay, if they see something else, they bought into all the Zach stuff, because it wasn't Zach during the tank for Trevor. It was Fields. Fields was the consolation prize if you don't get Trevor. Then all of a sudden, Zach Wilson comes out of nowhere. Steve Young obviously is hyping him up. JD bought into Steve Young and whatever else, the fading away throw and all that. Like, I don't even want to talk about that stuff, man. But yeah, you're right. Crazy things do happen, man. I'm with you. I just can't believe that the crazy stuff will happen on draft night, where where the Raiders pass on Mendoza, or the Raiders trade it to somebody else. They can't.
That'd be awful.
They need a quarterback, man.
Yeah, they do.
And we already knew if we miss out on number one, it's going to cost an arm and a leg to get that. And we don't even know if they're if they even want to take the ones.
Right. Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
All speculation stuff. I appreciate what you're doing. I'm sorry. Double shot of Espresso Club?
Yes,
what
double shot.
Again?
Yes, the Boy Green Espresso Club is the
Green
new
Espresso Club.
YouTube membership level. We just had someone join. We'll give a shout out to that in a second, because basically, and Chef, I was talking to this about Woody, and you were there too, so it's good to talk about it with you. That experience of the tailgate the night before at the restaurant, everything of where we got to meet everybody for the first time. We talked life. We talked successes, we talked failures, we talked everything. And I'm like, man, how the hell do you bottle that up? And the way I'm like, oh, cool, we got to keep doing it every year. But I said, man, once a year is cool, but how do we do this? Because I know it's tough for people. They're flying from all over the place, driving in. Like, it's tough. What's a more affordable way we could do that? And then it just hit me like, oh, man, we could do this every month and try to do like a members-only live show where it's just us in this new club to chat about any career, Jets, NFL, life, anything. And so it just hit me. And yeah, so a lot of people have given it a strong response, which is super cool. So yeah, it's a new YouTube membership level that got created yesterday. Pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations, man. Just keep this train going, man.
Thanks, brother.
You did the poll. I believe it was last week. Like, I think it was, do you want to fire AG for Harbaugh or keep him? And
yeah,
I think we were close to 70 people wanting Glenn go, and
yes,
just knowing about your audience, how they feel, and you're still, bringing what, the AG stuff to the table, man. Hey, not everybody, you need some diversity, you need things different, man. I just appreciate you, standing on what you believe in.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it going, because I sure as hell don't. Hey, what's up, man? I ain't sugarcoating it, man. Yeah,
I appreciate it. You're a straight shooter, Chef. You've always have been, and that's what I love about you.
Nah, but again, you're one of the few that are like, really, really steamrolling this ahead. I hope, and this ain't no BS. I hope you're right.
Yeah,
because to then get rid of somebody that's was really good. I was cheering and rooting for him, going crazy with his pick sixes and all that. Like, after Revis, it's for me watching football and following the Jets. It's him at that cornerback position. Yeah, Cromartie was good too, but Glenn was a game changer, man.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, there's nothing more that I want for this to really be right. And we'll see, man. I ain't on that. Fire Glenn right now, because it's the off season. Let him cook. Let him do his thing. He got all this cap space. He got these picks. Even though the cap space, I think most of that stuff is going to be spending on the players that we already have. Even though there's people that are like, oh, we overevaluated our talent. But watch what they do, man. You're talking about re-signing Simpson, ABT prove a deal. You have to lean towards Simpson, because he stayed healthy, towards the season. He started them all. So you want to kind of keep that continuity together. ABT injury prone, give me a prove a deal. I'll feel good about that. Brees give him the bag, and then try to work out some other stuff, man. Linebacking core for me was very disappointing, man. And I met Sherwood a couple times. Good dude. Met Quincy. Really good dudes. The play was awful this season, man.
Yeah.
And at times looked like they gave up. Goal line stances, like, we weren't happy, man. We're people that are proud of our team. We got to see the effort, man. And when the coach is saying that there was no effort right after the game, he saw just like how we all saw. Yeah, he got some slack or whatever, and then had to walk it back. But we all saw it, man. And there was no effort. They stopped, man. But they need to find it to get back, because at the end of the day, it's all they're playing for contract. They're playing for money, man, and pride. And we're all seeing this stuff now. We're becoming a bigger laughing stock across media and all that talking smack. I can't, how can we defend this stuff? It's facts. All this stuff is factual. Other teams, other players that were with us, now they're everywhere else, like getting on us, like, how could I hate them? Like, are they wrong with some of the stuff they're saying? It hurts. It bothers. I'll say it bothers me. And then I'm kind of like, F this person or whatever. Like, but that ain't doing no good for me, man. Hating on somebody else, talking smack. I'll let that rock, man. Give AG, he got year 2, man. That's already in the bag, man. Right? So
yeah,
we'll evaluate as the games go, man. I hope you dial it back with that 17-0 talk.
Let's see what happens this offseason.
I almost walked off, man. I almost walked off.
I saw that.
That was crazy, man. But I appreciate everything you do, man. Shout out to the coffee club members, man. Keep doing y'all thing. Have a good one.
There he is, Chef Kevin Gilbert, again, the architect of the Cloverleaf Tavern, who was terrific at our tailgate last year. And speaking of, let's get a bunch of stuff in here. We have a new member to the brand new Boy Green Espresso Club. It's Ed Vargas, baby. He hit the upgrade button. Welcome to the show, baby.
J-E-T-S, Jets.
Yes.
Let's go.
Jets, Jets.
Welcome to it. Yes, in case you missed it yesterday, we created a brand new YouTube membership level. Boy Green Coffee Club, that's still the OG. But now there's the Espresso Club, the Boy Green Espresso Club. Once a month, we're going to do live streams all together between the Espresso Club members, where we try to recreate that same atmosphere we had at the tailgate, regardless of how the Jets are doing, to all meet up and talk once a month and do a cool live show. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I can't wait for the first one. That'll be coming later this month. And we're having surging members to this new Boy Green Espresso Club. So Ed Vargas, baby, thank you so much, baby, for joining this new adventure.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Again, with this new membership group, you do automatically also get 5 raffle tickets to our latest contest. So, Ed, you are in for 5 raffle tickets. Appreciate you joining the Espresso Club. All right, let's go to our next super chat here. Royalty. Jake Asman's back, baby.
Wow.
$2 super chat. Is Dante Moore and Aaron Glenn quarterback? That is a very important question, Jake Asman. And by the way, you're now up to 5 raffle tickets so far this month. So thanks, Jake. Appreciate that. Yeah, Aaron Glenn wants to channel my Mike Singletary. We want winners. And Dante Moore, hey, college football playoff, wonderful season for Oregon. They got absolutely curb stomped by Indiana, but he wants winners, baby. Dante Moore, winner. So, yes, he seems to check off those items off the bucket list, Jake Asman. How could he not? Yes, of course. Yeah, winner. Absolutely. Hey, William Sprague. Yeah, he heard that Hep song. It's pretty catchy, huh, William? Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teams. We all watch Jets with Boy Green. I probably butchered the lyrics there. I mean, I do hear it every day, but William Sprague, catchy song, man. Shout out to Hep. So talented. We have a wonderful, talented coffee club. Nange Iboko says, there are 9 head coach openings. That's crazy. Over 25% of the league is turned over here. What the hell? 9 openings? And then you think about the AFC North? Right? Kevin Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year, gone. Harbaugh, Super Bowl winner, gone. Mike Tomlin, Super Bowl winner, gone. Zach Taylor, he's the last man standing. He wins the Iron Throne. He's the last king of the North? Who would have friggin' thought that? Wow. All right, shout out to Zach Taylor, who's probably clapping to himself like, oh my God, this is crazy. Zach Taylor. Wow. Well, here we are. People, make sure you like that video. That's a free way to contribute. Appreciate you. Dirty Coochie says, please stop calling his bum ass royalty. Oof. There's some not Jake Asman fans in the audience. Well, he's a very passionate Jets content creator. Now, obviously, he is obsessed with Aaron Glenn every day, which that's his prerogative to be that. Yes. But I believe in AG. I know a lot of people don't. One of the things that I need to happen to continue to believe in AG is what Dave Brigger said way back at the beginning of the show. You got to make sure you get that coaching staff right, my boy. And Charles London, he ain't it. And then when I'm hearing about the conflict between players and coaches, Eric Washington apparently had problems, according to Connor Hughes and Zach Rosenblatt. And then Aaron Curry had problems with the players. So Aaron Curry's our linebackers coach. Eric Washington's our defensive line coach. And Rich Samini had it in his Flight Deck podcast that Aaron Curry and players had some rubbing the wrong way, not good, between him and the players. And then I've heard that with Eric Washington from Connor Hughes and Zach Rosenblatt, that he and the players did not vibe. And that caused a lot of friction. So, hey, these guys causing friction, and obviously the results were piss poor. See ya, Eric Washington. See ya, Aaron Curry. See ya, Charles London. Like, man, I'm ready for some movement. At this point, there's been no movement. Reese saying LFG Espresso Club. I can't believe we got a new one. So, terrific. Yeah, so Espresso Club, Coffee Club. We'll keep the coffee thing going. Robert says Chef Kelbert should be a co-host. Yeah, that'd be cool. If he wasn't busy cooking up food every day, yeah, we could have like a co-hosted episode of Boy Green Daily. That'd be a lot of fun. Chef is super passionate. I love his passion. And I can't wait to do many tailgates together for the foreseeable future. Tony Alexia says, good call, Chef. Or great call. Let me not undersell it. Great call, Chef. Yes. Yeah, Chef's great. And then on the, AG getting a third year thing, if AG has another awful year, again, 2-15, 3-14, 4 wins, 5 wins, I think AG could very likely lose his job. And from very likely to very possible. I don't think, unless it's an absolute disaster of like 0-8 or something, which I don't even want to put that in the universe. But if somehow that happened, maybe Woody would fire AG in the middle of the season. But I just don't see Woody in his entire ownership. He's owned the team now for 26 years. In 26 years, he's fired a coach midseason once, and that was Saleh. And there's a lot of circumstances to that, and it obviously didn't work. So for him to do that 2 of the last 3 years would shock me if he decided to do that. Now, would AG still lose his job at the end of the year? Perhaps. Very much so, if that were to happen. But yeah, I just don't see it from that perspective. Let's go. Okay, we have a lot of conflicting opinions. Jake Asman's one of the greatest. Enough said. Reese says, "Yeah, I respect Jake. He's done a lot of great work in this Jets community. There's no question about it." And we'll do an interview with Jake on my MC Show digital channel later today after Dante Moore makes his decision. So we'll have an interview out on that. Alon was more in the B+ call range for Chef. Oh, okay. Well, B+ is still passing, that's for sure. All right, back to the phone lines. This guy wanted to join in on the conversation. He heard all the Carson Beck love and had to get on. Johnny?
Yeah, Carson Beck, this is your daily reminder to F yourself. So,
man, every time you're calling in, we're getting all this Carson Beck love. It's sort of funny. But
dude, I can't stand that man, bro. So you got a guy that had to be willed back to play football all over again. So hey, shout out to Chef, man. So, I know he was calling me out, man, because I'm on the same boat with you with Aaron Glenn.
He did.
So,
yeah, that was calling out, yeah.
What's all love though, man. So hey, but Breece Hall and Aston and Genty, right? Yeah. What was Genty's his offensive line ranked for the year?
Ooh, let me see.
I think it was like dead last.
Let me see. PFF offensive line rankings. Let's see. The final rankings were here. So let me see. Let me try to find Raiders real quick. They were dead last. Raiders were dead last, and the Jets are
25th.
Is that where they had the Jets? Oof. Well, 22nd they have PFF. PFF has the Jets 22nd. So still terrible, but better than 32nd, I guess.
Yeah, so and Genty, I think, had close to 1,000 yards with the
I think he did. Yeah. What did Ashton Genty have? Let me look that up real quick here for old Ashton. He had he didn't have 1,000. He had 975.
Yeah, so close to it, right? With the last ranked dead last freaking offensive line. That's why,
correct,
again, for me, man, the whole 1,000 yards in a 18 season or whatever it is, it's not as, appealing as it used to be. Now, not many people get it, which I understand it, blah, 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 but I just don't see it for that. And if you could get a Jeremiah Love that could potentially, plug and play right then and there, and Brees is gone. Because this is the first year that he's actually received a 1,000 yards, right, rushing for us.
Say it one more time.
This is the first year that Brees Hall was able to get 1,000 yards rushing.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, he just passed the barrier, so he was the first Jets running back to do that in 10 years, and obviously that's the first time it's happened in his career. Correct. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I mean, would I love for the Brees Hall to potentially work out and all that stuff like that? I mean, if he wants to be here, but it seems like he doesn't. So I don't know. But I wanted to ask. I saw something yesterday, and it kind of intrigued me, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it. And it's on Justin Herbert. Would you use our first twos this year and a second to get Justin Herbert over here with us? Would you do it? Would you pull the trigger on that?
Tell me that. Is Dante Moore in this draft? Yes or no?
I mean, Dante Moore is there.
That's it. So probably the answer to your question is yes, because old Herbie wants to be a dentist is freaking Justin Herbert. I mean, look at these. Let me just pull this up for people that don't know about Justin Herbert. Let's pull it up. He's a tough son of a gun, too. He had broken ribs and a broken arm and played this year. Like, look at these numbers. Tell me if you're a Jets fan, you wouldn't sign up for this. I'm going just chronologically. 4,300 yards, 5,000 yards, 4,700 yards, 3,100 yards, 3,800 yards, 3,700 yards. Here are the touchdowns, passing touchdowns each of these years. 31, 38, 25, 20, 23, 26. He hasn't had a season with under 20 passing touchdowns. Now, he has a lot of turnovers. 10, 15, 10, 7, 3, 13. So he turns over the ball a lot. But he is dynamic, and we need a quarterback. And he's proven, and you know what he is. So, yeah, if the Chargers at all would blow it up, I would 100% trade for Herbie wants to be a dentist. He would be – I would be acquiring him ASAP. And, again, the hesitation is all these draft picks. But even let's just say they give him the 2 1s this year and then 2 next year. You still have 2 2s this year, so 2 top 50 picks. And next year, have 3 first-round picks. And we just got Justin Herbert? Yeah, okay. Sign me that. Garrett Wilson's doing a freaking, crazy dance in his house if we get Justin Herbert. I mean, that'd be awesome.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just a thought. A lot of people were, like, just completely blowing it out and wouldn't even have the conversation with it. Now, do I think the Herbert is going to be on the trading block? No, I don't think so. But I think it's an interesting conversation to have because you never know, man. I mean, can Muji cook something up like that? Would we be upset if that was to occur? I don't know, man. How much of it would it cost us? Like, what's the implications in regards to that? There's just a lot that goes on with that, but it's intriguing, man, because it's the same conversation with, like, having the Joe Burrow conversation that's in there. Like, do you go ahead and do it? Do you take that there when you got a guy that's already been proven in a really bad team, these guys would probably go into a really fine potentially.
Sure.
But I don't know. But yeah, man, I'm on the board. Keep Glenn. Let him keep rocking. Let him do it. The Jimmy Johnson conversation. Hey, remember, bro? He went. What was his record when he went the first year?
1-15
and Michael Irvin.
1-15.
Yeah, but he was a head coach in Miami prior to that and had that. I mean, it's college stuff, man. So
yeah.
Now I'm not comparing Jimmy Johnson to Aaron Glenn. I'm just comparing the first year as a head coach. That is all I'm talking about and everything.
Yeah.
So, BG, appreciate you, brother. If there is still a chance to get Mendoza, man.
Which again, let's just say this one more time and try to manifest it in the universe. There is there's no chance Fernando's on the board with us at 2 if Dante Moore does not enter this class. A 0% chance. 0.000. My dad, 0.0%. 0. If Dante Moore enters 0.1, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's not 0, that the Raiders go, you know what, Dante Moore's the guy, and then we get Fernando. It's possible. But it's not possible if Dante doesn't enter this class. So we need Dante Moore to enter this class to make it a conversation for the Raiders at 1. That's what we need to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Or if Moore comes in, they're not truly like on the Moore train, and they want to trade back. Like who would be the team to potentially trade up with us, and what would we get for that second pick?
So this is a Jets conversation. So again, Dante enters. This is going to be a show we're going to have. Arizona's at 3. They're 1 behind us. So they would love to go from 3 to 2 and get that quarterback. But the good and bad for the Jets is that dropping from 2 to 3 is not a seismic jump. So how much would Arizona be willing to pay? They've got the second pick of the second round. So we have 33 overall, first pick of the second round. They have 34. So that would be valuable. If they would want to flip from 3 to 2 to give us that pick, which is essentially sort of has the value of a first round pick, that'd be intriguing. Is that enough for the Jets? Even though that would be an overpay based on the draft board, is that enough for the Jets? Because 6, let's bring up the Browns. They have 2 number 1s this year, and you could get both number 1s from dropping from 2 to 6 and probably a second round pick. So if you're the Jets, do you want to stay at 3 and you're picking the same player 2 that you were picking at 3 if you do that, and you pick up an asset, which is another top 50 pick? Or do you get more assets, drop back a little further and say, hey, so people were drooling over Carnell Tate earlier. You go to 6, you're still going to get Carnell Tate or one of these defensive ends or defensive tackles or off ball. Like you have all these choices at 6 and you pick up a lot more assets. So I think the choice is between those 2 teams. If the Jets trade back, it's either going to be with Arizona's at 3 or Cleveland at 6.
And the last thing, have you been seeing that the Drew Aller conversation is starting to pick up a lot more steam, where now they're talking about he's potentially going to go in the second round?
Whoa! Wow! No, I've heard none of that. Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think the medical piece of it is going to be huge, and him being in the combine is going to be huge. But he's a guy, man, that I would try to take a chance at. So in the later rounds itself, again, I'm probably one of the few. I'm in the board of taking 2 quarterbacks this year and just keep going until you figure it out, right? So, and hell no to Carson Beck. So that being said, BG, appreciate you, brother. And
thank you.
Go Jets.
There you go, Johnny. I appreciate you, buddy. Let's go back to the phone lines. Whoa! Look at him.
Hey, look at that.
Nice. Brand new Boy Green merch shop. Hey now. Congratulations, Hep. That looks nice.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't notice that it was a 2-tone color. I thought it was all black. I didn't realize you had green in there as well.
There you go, baby. The best of the best.
Yeah, very good, very good. And it came really quick, too. I was surprised.
Good. We fixed it. That was a big thing. So shout out to my Aunt Sammy and Dirty Sketch Designs, who are the new overseer of our Boy Green merch shop, overlords. And thank God we wanted to get better quality and quicker. And I'm glad that those were both checked off. So blessed be he.
Yeah, this is a nice little gift. This is a nice little thing to give somebody if you wanted,
Again, it's down in the YouTube description down below for anyone that wants to jump in, gift it to a neighbor, or represent it if you're a Boy Green fan of the audience. That'd be awesome.
Thanks. Well, I was I got drafted into babysitting today, so I missed the show. So I'm gonna rewatch it on the rebound. But I just wanted to check in and let you know I got my cup.
Awesome. Thanks, Hep. You're the best, brother. Look at that, baby. Yes, we have a brand new Boy Green merch shop down in the YouTube description down below. So if you guys want to get a coffee mug or a t-shirt right now, the prices are $10 and $15 respectively. Dirt cheap. I hope you guys get it. The quality is better. It's faster shipping, as Hep just showed. So awesome. And I'm very proud of the product. So I'm glad we're able to fix it. That was super important. I know it took forever, everybody, but I'm glad we're able to fix it. So for now, to get it while the prices are cheap, who knows what's going to happen. So $10 and $15 respectively. Get it while you can. It is great. And as Robert says, yes, Boy Green's beard is no longer that long, but I'm working on it. You see, I'm doing some proper TLC here. For that. So I'm doing some proper TLC. And man, before I go back to the phone lines, I just have to say the chat is lively, as Craig Mechanic said earlier. There is Jake Asman and Boy Green fans going to war in the comment section right now, which is, oh my goodness. I mean, people are going crazy at each other. Yeah, Jake keeps it real. Boy Green this, Jake that. Like, good night. You guys are passionate, which, hey, all right, there you go. Wow. Okay, we have a super chat coming in here real quick. Let's go to our buddy Trackhawks ATL, who rejoined the Boy Green Coffee Club today.
Wow.
Trackhawks ATL. Respect Carson, walk him down, Beck. If you disrespect Beck one more time, I'm calling in. So, oh boy, if Johnny calls in, then Trackhawks ATL may call in because Johnny Boy hates Carson Beck, and that's mostly because of, I would assume, what happened at Georgia. So, that could be a big factor there. But Trackhawks calling in. Wow, I don't think we've had Trackhawks ever call in before, so that would be sizable. By the way, Trackhawks are up to 5 raffle tickets for a contest, so appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat here. So, wow. Okay, but yeah, people go crazy in the comment section. My God. Jet71 says, I don't see the upgrade button. I'm told it's in the top right-hand corner is what someone told me. So they say it's in the top right-hand corner. Or you can, and Old Yank is explaining it as well, so other people can help other people join the Espresso Club if you'd like. It is in the YouTube description down below. You click that button, and then there's a second layer to the Boy Green Espresso Club you should be able to click. So there you go. M123 says, war, BG, AG, because AG ruined us. That's how this war has started between Boy Green Coffee Club members and Asmaniacs. Dear God, it's getting intense in there. All right. Before we keep going here again, today is deadline day for Dante Moore. I'm asking Jordan Reed right now to see if anyone has a time associated with the deadline today. Like by 4 p.m. or something. That's what I'm asking Jordan Reed on Twitter right now because he's talking about the deadline thing to see if we could get that answer here on the program. So we will see. That's what I'm trying to get right now. That is what I'm trying to get. We'll see if I get those answers. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. Oh, Johnny Boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, real quick.
Let me go full screen.
Yeah, just to let everybody know, F Carson Beck. Carson Beck could trip and fall, and that would not help the dude get up. So, yep, that's how I feel. F Carson Beck. Thank
Okay. All right, so Trackhawks ATM may be coming with a call very quickly here. It may be. We'll check in on that as the story develops. Back to the phone lines. We got our boy Carl, man with the jet tattoo, likely coming back from his seismic workout.
Hey. Yes, I am coming back from my daily swim.
Nice.
Anyway, if I was to trade back, the one I would trade back with is Cleveland, and I would make them throw in Shooter Sanders. I think I said this before. What do you think?
Say that one more time for Shador.
Hello?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I would make them throw in Shador Sanders.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think there's a slight delay, but that's okay. I heard your question. Yes,
I
they
think
moved up from 6 to 2. Yeah, you could throw in Shador and all those draft picks. Yeah, that'd be intriguing. Sure.
Yeah, because I think he'd be better than anything we have on a roster right now. You know, he might turn into something. You don't know. I think he's played some good games. And the other thing with the war between the Boy Green and Jake people, I listen to Jake a lot, but sometimes it gets too much and I have to turn it off. When I listen to you, I'm usually nice and calm. I know I've had some moments of excitement, as we all know.
Yeah,
but
sure.
You're a more calming effect, rational person. And when I listen to Jake, sometimes, I mean, I love Jake, but sometimes the vibe there gets crazy. And then there's one person there that I can't listen to anymore, and that's Beast Breaker.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't listen to that guy anymore. I don't know if he's an actor that Jake hired to be on his show, because I don't think anybody could be like that in real life.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you don't draft Dante Moore, trade back, try to trade with the Browns, get their 2 first-round picks, and Shooter Sanders, and I'll be real happy.
Amen. Yeah, that'd be great. Carl, I appreciate the call. A calming effect. I'm the voice of reason. Wow, these are things I have not anticipated being called or talked about here. I see the war continues here. So first off, Indy, again, our love is sent out to Indy. He said, sorry, missed most of the show. Much love to you all. Don't apologize, Indy. We're all thinking about you. And again, good word. Chef had a wonderful call about you earlier. So yes, we all love you, Indy. So keep fighting the good fight, brother. We're here for you. So thank you for chiming in. Again, our boy Jet 71 is upgraded to the Boy Green Espresso Club. 5 bonus raffle tickets were just thrown into your pile, buddy. It's great to have you in. Thank you for hitting the upgrade button again. For the 700 people that are in the room, we are awaiting the Dante Moore decision, and we upgraded the Boy Green Coffee Club. So now there's 2 YouTube memberships you guys can choose from. The $3 version, which is great. It's super affordable, and I hope you guys enjoy that. That gives you a loyalty badge, emoji access, priority replies to comments, and things of that nature. But now we've upgraded and made a new level that you guys can take full advantage of, and that is the Espresso Club, baby, where we're going to try to do we're not going to try to do, we are going to do it live every month. We're going to do a awesome live member stream only for those Boy Green Espresso Club members to talk Jets, career, NFL, anything you guys want in the universe. So Jet 71, welcome to the show, baby. I'm glad that you figured out how to upgrade with all the newness that's happening here. And then Bosker on this Jake Ashman Boy Green war, apparently in the comments section. BG, no problem with Jake's takes, entitled to his view. Just not cool how anyone who disagrees faces unhinged anger from everyone, especially Jake. We're all fans of this together. Don't turn on each other. Again, I can't speak to it. Unfortunately, Jake is doing so many shows, I can't keep up. So I can't speak to whatever this perspective is, Boss Girl, but I appreciate you chiming in. To me, I'm all cool with different opinions. Yesterday, for instance, we had WFAN radio host Danielle McCartan on, and me and her got into it about AG. So, everyone doesn't agree. That's fine. I know I'm very lonely on this train. And here we are. Speaking of being on certain trains, this guy said some people would take it as a threat. Others would take it as a promise that if there was more slander that came on this show, this guy would be calling in. So let's go to him. Trackhawks ATL is here on the program after all that Carson Beck slander in them streets. What's going on,
sir.
brother?
We can't tolerate it, man. How you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing excellent. It's great to have you on the program, man. You've been a great supporter of the show. I appreciate you.
Man, always, man. Go Jets first and foremost. But we just can't tolerate this Carson Beck disrespect, man. 8 comeback victories throughout his career. Got the University of Miami to a national championship, something that unfortunately Cam Ward wasn't able to do. And in my defense, I do think Cam Ward is the best quarterback in Miami history. But we got to give Carson Beck. We got to give Carson Beck his due. We have to. The man led us to a national championship. I'm not really too convinced with Dawson as an offensive coordinator. So those 2 losses that we had, it's strictly from play calling. It's not because Beck was trying to go out there and do too much. I think he's our quarterback. That's all I got to say.
Hey, just real quick, how do you go from the college football playoff, right? We weren't even sure if Miami was going to make it. and then they make it, and now they're in the friggin' national championship game. You got to be hyped up about
Oh,
this.
I'm more than ecstatic right now. I would have my Cam Ward jersey on, but I coach at Oglethorpe University, so I have to
Oh,
wear their
cool.
stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I have to wear their stuff. I can't wear my Miami stuff all the time. But the Carson Beck disrespect cannot be tolerated, especially when he beats y'all boy Mendoza for the Natty.
Oh boy, that's what I was just about to ask you. How confident are you feeling going into that game on Monday night?
I think they don't score more than 17 points, Indiana. I think we blow them out
Oh
34-17.
Woo-wee! Okay, maybe some Carson Beck respect could be coming, Trackhawks ATL. We will see. Oh, yeah, he dropped off there. But, I think he had a phone call or something. But Trackhawks ATL, he's a man of his word. He said, hey, if there's more, I think we got him back now.
Yeah.
If there's more Carson Beck slander that you were coming on. So, wow. Okay. Hopefully get some more respect after, if that crazy, not upset, if that like that happens in the Natty, oh, baby.
Walk them down back, baby. Draft them Canes players. The Jets will be all right. We just need to draft talent, man.
Okay. Trackhawks, you're the best, brother. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, there he is. Trackhawks ATL, baby. He's been a massive supporter for the show for a long time. Great to have him call into the program. So he said, you guys keep that Carson Beck slander up. I'm coming for you. And he did. All right. Well said. Good stats, too. Good stats. Very nice. All right. Let's see here. Let me catch back up, and then we'll go back to the phone lines here on the program. Let's see. Oh, look at this. MFC just hit the upgrade button. He's part of the Boy Great Espresso Club. Oh, yeah. Let's frickin' go. You guys are killing it, baby. I absolutely love it. Let's go.
Who wanna fly with
Let's go. MFC, you get a bonus 5 raffle tickets for upgrading to the Espresso Club, which now brings you to 10 raffle tickets so far this month. Thank you, MFC. That means the world. Thank you to everyone that's hit that upgrade button. That is awesome, and that's super cool. So you guys are the friggin' best. Thank you, MFC, and thank you, everyone, for embracing all of these new changes here on the program and the show. That is awesome. We have a super chat shout out to get to. Taylor Sterling has a message. Let's show this through.
Wow.
Member for 15 months. Thank you, Taylor Sterling. What does Jake Asman do well? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's now hit a reverse Uno card on Jake Asman. Jake Asman always asks, what does Aaron Glenn do well? Now we're getting, what does Jake Asman do well? Boy, it's getting spicy in the streets. It's getting spicy in the streets. Oh, boy. On Jake Asman, as Maniacs and Boy Green Coffee Club members all going after each other. Oh, dear God. Jake is going to see this, folks, and I can only imagine. NY Jets fandom says, why are we talking about Jake Show and Paul Show? I don't know, but there is all kinds of activity happening in the chat of people going after each other. Straight diabolical is how all this chat's going, with people going after each other. Oh, boy. It's getting intense. I'm sure there's going to be some crossover here on the Jake Asman Show. But oh, boy. I love having fun. A shout out to the 700 people that are now in the room. This is terrific. There's so much activity here for the decision. Dante Moore pulling his best LeBron James impression here on the show. And it's getting crazy. We have over 157 people watching on YouTube, but only 88 likes. So people, hit that like button on YouTube, baby. Spread the gospel of all things Boy Green Daily. It's a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. But we're trying to grow our beautiful YouTube community here on the channel. And we are 1 subscriber away, I just saw, from 88,290. So we're 1 subscriber away. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that now, baby. 8,290, which means, in other words, we're 11 away from 8,300 subscribers, which is so friggin' cool. We're trying to make a chase to 10,000, baby. So every little increment we climb, pow, 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 pow. It's coming, baby. I freaking love it. This is great. So thank you to the new support on the program. Appreciate you. Alon says, Jake used to get on me for years because I spoke the truth, and now he's trying to play the villain. F no. I'm Team BG, baby. Boy Green in the building. Appreciate that. Very nice. Team BG. We got to get Team BG t-shirts, I guess. Terrific. Nice. All right. Here we go. God, who would have thought AG was such a divisive topic and we were picking sides, but there we go. That's where we're at. Taylor Sterling says, Jake is here now. Don't think he isn't. He's quietly watching in the background. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that. He's a Boy Green Coffee Club member. I appreciate his support on the show. Taylor Sterling says, Jake is talking about BG on his show. So return the I didn't know he was. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate any spreading of the gospel for Boy Green Daily. Thank you. He's got a massive following. He's wildly successful. So, hey, any Boy Green mentions are much appreciated. Thank you. Lee Vance says, it'd be funny if I blocked Nate the Great. Oh, I wouldn't block Nate the Great. Then where the hell would he go? That's not nice. I can't block Nate the Great. He's awesome. Our boy Uncle Indy's in here. Says, Jake's a good dude. He's just passionate and maybe fans a little different than others. Yeah, I don't judge how people fan. People can fan however they want. But everyone's allowed to share their opinions. Taylor says he's talking shit. Oh, that's not nice. I guess you'll have to give me some clips. Whoa, Robert says Boy Green 20,000 memberships by training camp. Holy bleep. That would be crazy. I mean, that'd be cool. Yeah, let's keep growing this army. Yeah, who was it? My fiance? Someone said, oh, Paul, you got to get one of those YouTube plaques. I'm a little bit away from that, but, appreciate it. Yeah, that's cool, but maybe one day. I don't know. That'd be amazing. Whoa, we just got a new member to the Boy Green Espresso Club, baby. It is raining from the high heavens today, baby. Devin Chafin has joined the club. Let's friggin' go. Hit it. Oh, yeah, baby. This is good. This is testing out all my videos I have on here.
I'm going off the rails on a Nazi train.
There you go.
Oh, that was a nice
surprise, motherfucker.
Booyah, Devin. You are now a member to the Boy Green Espresso Club, our Boy Green double espresso shot, all of it in between. Again, with all the perks you get from the Boy Green Coffee Club level, you get, if you are a member, if I haven't explained that already, if you're a member of the Boy Green Espresso Club, you get all the benefits and perks of the Boy Green Coffee Club and the new perks of the Boy Green Espresso Club. And you get 5 bonus raffle tickets for a contest. So we just put you down for 5, baby. Devin, pow! Welcome to the show, baby. Welcome to the show. Nice. Okay. It's cool how you guys have been really embracing all this. I'm all about it. You guys are the best. Nice. All right. Thank you, Devin. Let's freaking go, baby. It's been exciting. BG, this live is off the wall. Yeah, this has been crazy so far. There's no question about it. Sorry for MVP. Through 1 year, AG is the worst coach I've ever watched. Asman, spot on. There you go. Mad Mert, Seattle loves BG. My aunt lived in, and I think she still does. She's lived in Seattle like her entire life. So Seattle, let's go. West Coasters. So I love all my Seattle people. Let's go. Devin, thank you. You've been one of my favorite shows to watch for a while and always a voice of reason. Devin, pow. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Can't wait. Again, we're going to have once a month. We're going to have our live. It'll be only for the Espresso Club, our live stream only for you guys. The public won't be able to see it. No one else will be able to see it. So that'll be cool to have some of those cool conversation. So more voice of reason coming for you, baby. Yeah, so Seattle love. Appreciate you. Wherever you watch the show, we have so many fans all across the universe. That's awesome. Love it. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. We've got 04 Jets fan gracing us with his presence. 04.
How you doing this morning, BG?
Oh, boy, it is lively. We're on the edge of our seat for this Dante Moore thing, and as maniacs and coffee club members are beating each other with sticks in the comment section, it's intense.
Normally your comment section isn't a war zone, but oh boy, it turned into one this morning.
Oh wow! Wait a second. Jake has. Oh boy, Jake is in here. Let's go to this. Okay, Jake has a super chat.
Wow.
I love you, BG. I wasn't talking shit. Not true. So people are spreading lies. Says Jake Asman. He says I wasn't talking shit for whoever said that. So okay. Either way, it's all love. Me and Jake have known each other for a long time. So hey, you know what? I don't think we need a war of Asmaniacs versus Boy Green Coffee Club members. If that's happening, I mean, it's clearly happening in the streets right now. But you know what? We're all Jets content creators. We all represent the same flag, and it's Jets. Whether you're an Asmaniac or a Boy Green Coffee Club member, whether you're an Asmaniac that hates the Boy Green Coffee Club members or vice versa, to me, I think our common blood is the same. We're all Jet fans. That's our green blood that's shared between all of us content creators. So Jake, shout out. That's another raffle ticket, by the way, so appreciate that. But I think we should, I don't mind. People, we all have different opinions. I'm cool. Jake obviously shared his on AG. I've shared mine, and I don't fuck Asman. You don't have my opinion, screw him. No, I'm cool with different opinions. If people feel differently, I got no problem with that at all. But yeah, it's getting intense in the comment section. So Jake has entered the proverbial octagon down there. Good luck. A caution, beware to anyone that dives in there. Keep your head on a swivel, young man.
As far as the Dante Moore thing, I think he is going to declare today.
Okay.
And like we've all been saying, that only helps the Jets' cause in whatever decision Glenn and Muji decide to take. Now, I have grown more fond of the trade down over the last few days while I've been thinking about it. The likelihood of Mendoza being there for 2 is slim to none, and Slim's getting ready to leave town next week. So, now, if they do work out a trade, I'd like to see a contingency in there,
all right,
to where it's like, all right, it'll be a draft night trade, but the trade becomes void if, say, the Raiders do the stupid thing and pass on Mendoza.
Okay.
Muji's already proven he can work a crazy deal. The fact that he was able to get the 2 bites of the pie with the Dallas pick next year, I've never seen that done. I didn't know that was possible. But I'm also on the same train of, if they trade down, you can't just take one quarterback at that point. You got to take multiple quarterbacks. And I'm saying your first one has to come at 33, and wherever else you can find a trade in or trade back with the second pick to pick up more picks later to pick another one in the 4th or 5th round. Do that. And the Carson Beck thing where people are slandering his name, man, he's a good quarterback.
Okay.
Do I want him on the Jets? No. Would I be upset if they drafted him? No. I want Chambliss, but it's looking more likely he's going to win this lawsuit or whatever he's going.
Oh, really? Oh, is that a new twist or something?
There were rumors I've seen over the last couple of days that he's going to sue to get another year of eligibility.
Oh, wow.
I think it was Pavia pulled that stunt a couple years ago or last year to get this year. He appealed, they denied it, and then he took him to court, and they just gave up and gave him the year.
Yeah.
So if that happens, well, then my guy that I want, Chambliss, is out. He's the one I want. He's a proven winner. Look at his stats for missing, the first 3 games of the year? He still threw for almost 4,000 yards. The dude can sling the rock. And he's athletic, but he doesn't rely on the legs to do it. So that's my guy.
Okay. Respect.
I'd love to see us trade back with the Cleveland Browns.
6, yeah.
And the gentleman that said throw Shador in there. Jets tattoo, man with Jets tattoo. I think that's his tag.
Yep.
I'd like that. He proved at the end of the year that he could play. And I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If there's an organization more dysfunctional than the Jets, it's the Cleveland Browns.
That makes sense.
But BG, I wish you a great rest of your day, sir.
Thank you.
And peace.
Appreciate it. There is 04 Jets fan joining us in the audience. Wow. It's been an electric show, for sure. And let it continue because we have Vinny, a.k.a. Sorry for MVP, racing us. Hey, what's up, brother?
Boy Green, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's getting hostile out there.
That's why I called in, man, because you and Jake are two of my favorite content creators. So I see both sides of y'all, man. This right now is the time that I've never seen Jet fans more divided. I thought it was with the Rodgers stuff. Now it's with the AG stuff, and it's all just lingering and simmering, man. And can you blame us? What have we been fed the last 15 years?
It's true. It's very true. Yeah, because I was sort of surprised at the beginning that it became this intense and that like people are picking sides. It's the left side of the street or right side of the street, and if you don't pick, then you're the enemy, and if you do pick, you're the enemy. Like it's just it is intense. I didn't see that coming, but to your point, right? Look at where people are products of their environment. Our environment is 15 years with no playoffs. It's losing.
It's a mess. It's a mess right now.
Our anxious, our anxiety, our pressure all around us is getting so we're getting short with each other. Like, God, screw you, screw you. And so this topic matter has really divided. I think, no question.
We all have different ideas to get this team where we want it to be. I don't care what idea works. I just want it to happen.
Right.
I don't care if it. Listen, I don't want AG. I've made that clear. With that said, he's going to be our coach next year, and I have zero faith. But I hope he gets it done. I hope he pulls it. I hope he pulls a rabbit out of his hat because that's probably what it's going to take at this point to save this franchise.
Right.
If it's one more year like this, though, and by the way, shout out to Chef Kev. He's an amazing caller. Always one of my favorites, no doubt. And he's not an AG guy, but like me, he's our guy right now. We're going to have to stick it out one more year. And I honestly think unless it's a repeat total disaster, he's probably getting a third year too. He's probably getting a third year as well. And
I agree with that caveat that you said. If it's a disaster, come on. Obviously, everything's on the table. 2-15.
You've got to pull the plug.
You have no choice. But if he's just mediocre, he's 6 wins or something.
6-11, 7-10. We're not going to be thrilled. It's a step up, but he's going to get that third year. Now, my ultimate. Now, I don't want to say this is my dream because I want the team to do well. However, if it goes like a lot of us think, and we're 3-14, and it's a disaster, it's time. And listen, I don't think he'd come here. But you got to do it. Blank check for Mike Tomlin, man. Blank check. Give it a fucking shot. Sorry for the language.
No, that's all right. And everyone's talking about it this offseason, right? Like, holy shit, 9 head coaching openings. Look at all these big names, but it will work out, right? Again, I'm in the same boat as you because I don't want to say dream because I hope it all works out so we don't have to do this. But
I don't want to do it again.
Mike Tomlin, by all accounts, is taking a year off. The Jets are giving AG another year clearly here. And if he's a disaster, the light at the end of your Jets tunnel, if this season is going to shit, is that, wait a second, we could go crazy for Tomlin. So, if you're a Jets fan out in the audience, that should be, if Tomlin was immediately getting hired this offseason, it would just make those AG haters even more angry. Like, man, we're missing out on another guy. The fact that technically you're not, he will be available next year in a crazy trade scenario. Man, that's right. An opportunity.
What do you recall offhand what the Broncos had to give up for Sean Payton?
I do. So the Broncos had to give up a first-round draft choice, a second-round draft choice, and what the Saints gave them back was Sean Payton and a third. So essentially, the 2-3 was a move down, right? You were picking second, now you're picking third. So basically, you gave up a first-round pick and a little bit of movement of picks, which maybe that's a 20-pick movement in the draft, which is still significant. Second-round pick is more valuable than the third-round pick, but yeah, that's the iron price. And if you look at coaching trades throughout history, again from Bill Belichick to Sean Payton more recently, John Gruden even. Like, man, the buco shit gets moved around for elite coaches, and by everyone's measure, Tomlin is that.
Yeah, I hate to give up the capital, but I'd give that up in a heartbeat if we can get Mike Tomlin. I mean, obviously,
Right,
I wouldn't hesitate one bit.
Look at the results. Sean Payton, holy shit, that worked.
And with that contract,
right?
Remember, and he had that contract from Russell Wilson that he had to deal with, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to set them back, dude." They handled that like it was nothing. You know what I mean? That's why everybody was like, "Oh, what are we going to do with Rodgers' contract?" It's like, dude, that was not going to hamper us no matter what. You know, the salary cap. There's ways to finagle this and that. And of course, now we've got plenty of cap room. So I don't know who wants to come here, but we'll see, man. We'll see. And so keep up the good work, Jake Asman. If you're still out there in the chat, you keep up the good work as well. I love you both guys, man. And Chef Kev, you the man. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Good love. Vinny joining us here on the phone lines. And yes, I reiterate that love for Chef Kevin Gilbert. He's elite. I'm glad that he's got to work with me and Jake, for that matter, at events. And yes, we'll be working with Chef for our next tailgate. Again, more details to come. That's something we'll also be talking about in that Boy Green Espresso Club. We'll be talking about some of the live events that'll be coming up and things that are popping up. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And again, we can talk about some of those opponents on the schedule. What do you guys think? Which game would you prefer? This, that, and sort of one of the things we'll talk about in one of these, meetings or live streams or whatever, is the ideology of it. Some people want, if you're a Jets fan, you want to come to the Boy Green tailgate. I've heard some people tell me, Paul, give us a shitty opponent because we could kick their ass, and wouldn't that be great? I like just interesting opponents. So like the Cowboys to me were interesting. My dad's this crazy Cowboys fan. Jets-Cowboys made a lot of sense. The Jets got their teeth kicked down their throat, which I did not enjoy, obviously. But the Cowboys are a very talented team, so that happened. But, yeah, so that's something else we'll be talking about. We can weigh the pros and cons of some of these games that will be coming up. But shout out to Chef Kev. Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, and shout out to Jake Asman as well, who's getting some love, rightfully so. Man, yeah, the comment section is intense, which we love. We love. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody here, so let me just cycle back through of all of our members. So again, shout out MFC gifted a membership, DIY gifted 5 memberships, Trackhawks ATL joined that Espresso Club, baby. Austrian Jet Fan with a 10-pack of memberships, Luby, Super Chat, Jake Asman, Super Chat, Ed Vargas joining the Boy Green Espresso Club, Trackhawks ATL, Super Chats. Our boy Jet71 joining the Boy Green Espresso Club, MFC, Boy Green Espresso Club, Taylor Sterling with his What Does Jake Do Well super chat that made waves. Devin Chafin, baby, joining the Boy Green Espresso Club, and then some more super chats from Jake. Guys, you guys were absolutely lively. And we got Gator in here. Let's give some love to Gator here. All the Jets content guys have something unique and entertaining to offer. Everyone has their favorites, and that's cool. One day we'll have a winning team, and everyone will be in love again. That would be greater than everything in the history of everything. Gator, the Jets winning. We have not in our history of, I don't want to speak for everyone, but my history of when I started my audio-only Jets podcast way back in the day was like 2011, 2012. So I was just a kid. I was just coming out of high school around that time, or I was a few years removed from high school as I was getting ready for college. And that's when I started doing this Jets world as an audio-only podcast. I did none of these video things. I took fan questions that were sent in on like Facebook, and I did an hour show by myself in the dark with a mic, and that was it. And then the show evolved 5 years ago into a video product, and it has taken off like wildfire, which I'm very humbled by. So, no, we've got great content creators. Again, I don't know how it is for other teams. I say this all the time. Like the Texans, are there 20,000 Texan content creators that are all crazy and everything? I don't know. I don't look in those waters, but I know what it is for the Jets. And, man, we're so lucky to have so many talented people that you guys can all be fans of, and we can commiserate with and celebrate with and all that. That part of the equation to me is really cool, has been really cool, and I'm a big fan of it. Well, again, real quick, I want to thank everybody. I'm doing another check just to make sure the news hasn't come in yet. So let me see if any news hasn't come in here. Okay, we'll see. All right. Okay, still don't see anything out there. Again, Dante Moore decision is today. I don't see a time associated with this. I still don't. I was just looking over at all the college football insiders. I don't see any more updates at this point. But what we'll do is this: we'll obviously have an article out on this as soon as the news happens, good news or bad news for the Jets. We'll have a YouTube short up for the Espresso Club members and for the Coffee Club members about reacting to this news when it comes in. Or I'll be live. I'm live again in 90 minutes. I'll be on a live show. Maybe we find out that news at 11 o'clock when we're doing our live show with PFF NFL analyst Dalton Wasserman. So either way, maybe we'll be live when all this goes down. I can't wait for it. Again, Dante Moore, decision today. Thank you to the 700 people. I am so humbled that 700 people are tuning in in the middle of January at 9:30 in the morning to a Jets show for a team that was 3-14 this past season. It goes to show the passion. And when we inevitably go over the top and we start winning, this is going to be a beautiful place to be in. So salute to all those people out there as well. So thanks for all the love, everybody. Again, if on the way out, you can do me a solid, hit that like button. I see we have 130 of the 700 people watching the show, watching on YouTube. Hit that like button on the way out. And again, subscribe if you haven't. And I see, let me make sure that we hit that milestone, baby. And we did. We're at 8,290 subscribers, baby. So let's friggin' go. Of course, we're only 10 away from 8,300. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's a daily Jets video talk show at 7:30 every morning. We're going to have great guests this offseason from ESPN, NFL Network, former players. We're going to do it all this offseason and give you all of that love for this Jets show as you guys help us continue to grow this brand and this army. So appreciate you guys. Again, I'll be live back in 90 minutes for the Dante Moore decision and all the latest with the NFL playoffs as well. So I hope you guys can join that action. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you again in a little bit.